Welcome to AML Wrestling Live. Fans, we have two huge matches coming your way. First up, the women, Devyn Nicole and Jordynne Grace, face-to-face, one-on-one. Then, in our main event, the Heatseekers return to the ring to battle the new team of Peter Kassa and Chase Brown, Nuclear Kassarole. We got Chris Lee standing by backstage. Let's go to him right now.
And then he's going to go coast to coast. AML Wrestling wants to bring you the finest action on the East Coast, and of course that includes the ladies. Jordynne Grace versus Devyn Nicole. Let's bring in Jordynne Grace right now. It's your debut here, and she's strong and flexing.
Is that not a camera?
Yeah, that's the camera right there.
Taking pictures or recording?
We're recording right now.
Oh, okay.
So you are debuting right now, and you're going to go against Devyn Nicole. What's going to happen in this match?
The same thing that's happened in every single other match that's happened with Devyn Nicole. Every single other match, I've completely destroyed Devyn, because we all know here at AML Wrestling, strength, smarts, and then beauty is at the low tier, and that's where Devyn is.
I heard all that garbage that she said. Just keep in mind, she didn't say it to my face. But keep in mind, when we get in that ring, I will be challenging everything she said, and I guarantee she'll be speechless.
So your strength is up here for tonight, I guess. We'll see what happens in the ring.
As these two are going to hook it up, collar elbow tie up as Grace is going to back Nicole into the corner. And look at the intensity here of Jordynne Grace, driving those shoulders right into the midsection there of Devyn Nicole. Referee's trying to restrain her as Jordynne Grace came here to Winston-Salem with those working boots on. As Devyn Nicole standing at 5'8", Grace at 5'3", but the power advantage looks to reside in with the woman from the Midwest. As these two are going to hook it up once again right back in the center of the ring. These ladies here with a couple of standing switches, great athleticism. Nicole's going to shrug her off, and there's a shoulder tackle. Sends Jordynne Grace right to the mat. And here comes Devyn Nicole off the ropes there. Goes for the hip toss, does Grace. That's blocked. And Nicole's going to get one of her own. And look at Devyn Nicole starting to fire up here. There's a clothesline. And a back elbow. Down goes Jordynne Grace. Devyn Nicole certainly has her working boots on tonight as well. She charges in the corner. Nobody home there. And Grace is going to go back to that well. Boot up there by Nicole, and Devyn Nicole's going to get blocked, and she's going to go face first right into the mat. And Grace going to try to capitalize here. 1, 2. And Jordynne Grace continues to go to town here on Devyn Nicole. There's a snapmare out of the corner, and Grace, the momentum nearly takes her down, but she charges back and kicks her there right in the small of the back. And Grace has Nicole. Look at the power and strength of this 19-year-old. Dumps her down with a scoop slam. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Devyn Nicole pretty close to those ropes. The referee only signaling a 2 count. As Grace again looking to become the top lady competitor here in the Mid-Atlantic region. There's an Irish whip into the opposite buckle. That's a hard whip there. And Devyn Nicole's going to get it a second time. Will the third time be a charm? Indeed it is. And Jordynne Grace picks her up here. Look at this strength. She's got her. And almost a fisherman's buster. 1, 2. And that modified suplex fisherman's buster only going to get a near fall there for Jordynne Grace. And these ladies not only looking to make an impact, forcing AML possibly to create a ladies championship, but they would both like to be a part of WrestleCade coming up November 28th at the Benton Convention Center right here in Winston-Salem. But it appears Devyn Nicole here has found a second win. She charges in the corner. There's an avalanche. And Nicole's got her in position now. And there's the running double stomp in the corner. Jordynne Grace might be in no woman's land here. 1, 2. And a near fall there for Devyn Nicole. As Jordynne Grace has dominated the majority of our first ever ladies match on AML Wrestling Live. But Devyn Nicole has made one hell of a comeback here over the last couple of minutes. The Irish whip inside out, and a forearm there by Grace. She's gonna pick her up. Look at the power and strength of that fall-away slam. Both ladies are down now. Who's gonna be able to recover and steal this victory? The referee begins his count as both ladies are down. This one's certainly hanging in the balance here. The crowd at Johnny and June's very much excited for this first ever match on television for the ladies. As these ladies getting an equal opportunity here to show what they've got. And Jordynne Grace now firing back. Her and Devyn Nicole going at it back and forth, tooth and nail right in the center of the ring here. Forearm shivers back and forth. Devyn Nicole blocking a couple of Jordynne Grace's here. It looks like Nicole's got the advantage, but Grace pulls her right down by the hair. And the referee warning her so she doesn't get disqualified. But this one will continue. And Jordynne Grace has her in position now. Looks like she was going to snap off a DDT, and Devyn Nicole's going to have her eat defeat. And Nicole setting her up here. Could this be the perfect storm? And there's the spear, and it could be the perfect storm here for Devyn Nicole. Lateral press looks like 2 and 3, and Devyn Nicole has won the first ever ladies match on AML Wrestling Live.
All summer long, Global Force Wrestling brings you the hardest hitting, most intense professional wrestling with the inaugural Grand Slam Tour. With VIP opportunities at every event, you get a chance to meet your favorite stars in professional wrestling, past, present, and future. It's your chance to meet wrestling legends like Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, Jim Cornette, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and Big Sexy Kevin Nash, as well as the athletes of Global Force Wrestling from around the world. Plus, don't miss out on your chance to meet GFW co-founders Jeff and Karen Jarrett. The GFW Grand Slam Tour is a great night to spend with your family at a great value.
We believe this guy right here bought the very first ticket to Global Force Wrestling.
I saw Jeff Jarrett's name and I'm like, this is going to be good because anything Jeff Jarrett gets a hold of is pure gold. So I was like, I have to go to this.
They've got a good thing going, and I think Jeff will make he'll make a mark on the wrestling world with it.
I definitely want to support them as much as possible. They're getting the word out for professional wrestling, which we need.
Under the stars, under the lights, the GFW Grand Slam Tour is coming to a minor league ballpark near you. Tickets start at just $10. VIP gates open at 5:30. General admission opens at 6:30. And the bell rings at 7:30 as live professional wrestling action takes over your stadium. Join the Force and don't miss out on this night of professional wrestling action. For more information, go to globalforcewrestling.com.
Dinosaurs are cool in the movies, but they're not cool to drive. That's why we want to help you get rid of that Jurassic car that you hate driving by giving you up to $4,473 more than its appraised value, even if it's not paid for, even if you owe more than it's worth.
Everybody Rides!
And our Everybody Rides program wants to help you bring your car credit out of extinction today. You could get up to $4,473 more for your Jurassic car. But hurry, because this offer ends on Saturday or once we've helped 73 people, whichever comes first.
Let's bring in winners, Elliot. That's what we are. We're true wrestling winners. The NWA United States Tag Team Champions. And just like last time we were here, the time before that, and the time before that, we are winners. It doesn't matter who we're in the ring with, whether it's Rock and Roll Express, the Washington Bullets, Scotty Matthews, and whoever his partner was. Tonight, when we get in the ring with what's their name?
Nuclear Kassarole.
Elliot, what kind of name is that?
Hamburger casserole, hot dog casserole.
Nuclear
Kassa.
It's going to be the same result as it is every single time. We go in the ring, we do whatever it takes to win, and we walk out with the victory.
Welcome to AML, guys.
Thank you. You know what? It's great because tonight we're making our debut for AML Wrestling, and in our debut we're facing one of the greatest tag teams in independent wrestling, the Heatseekers. And it's great that they're great because they're going to look great on our highlight reel after this match tonight.
Now, they call you the Superhuman, and this is our first time meeting you. Tell us why.
Well, you're going to see why tonight. I can fly, I can fight, and I can damn sure wrestle. And it doesn't matter where it ends up tonight, in the ring, on the street, around the corner, in the alley, in the air, we're going to go home with the W.
Nice.
That's my Bubba!
Nuclear Kassarole. I'm excited to see him. Let's head to ringside.
It seems that you still haven't learned that when you see the reigning and defending National Wrestling Alliance United States Tag Team Champions, the Heatseekers, walk to this ring, you stand up and give us the respect that we deserve.
So you hear those words from Sigmon. Again, the Heatseekers, the NWA United States Tag Team Champions, undefeated thus far in America's Most Liked Wrestling. And it seems like every time we see these two, yes, they do bring their A game, but one of those United States Tag Team title belts, the physical championship title, always seems to somewhat play a role. As this one's going to break down right out of the gates. Bell sounds, this one's underway. Main event time here. Tag team action on this week's episode of AML Wrestling Live. Heatseekers and Nuclear Kassarole. As Kassarole's going to send them face first and then stereo German suplexes. And Peter Kassa and Cauliflower Brown looking very strong here in the opening minute of this main event. And with the teams like the Heatseekers, the Washington Bullets, the Bravado Brothers, Raphael King and Scotty Matthews, teams like the Geordie Bulldogs, the tag team division really starting to create some depth here in AML. It looks like we're finally going to get this one started. Official maintaining some order right here. Who's going to officially start it out for either side? As it looks like it's going to be Cauliflower Brown and Elliot Russell. Now going to tie up right in the center of the ring. Full arm dragon twist applied by Cauliflower Brown. The size advantage here for Elliot Russell. It very well could come into play. We've seen it happen multiple times already on this program. As the speed of Cauliflower Brown is going to give him an advantage. Brings him into the Kassarole corner. And now our first chance to see Peter Kassa in the ring. And a nice roll through right there by Kassa with that takedown. He does have a little bit of an amateur background. And it's on full display right here. I'm going to grab that quarter Nelson. Back up to a vertical base here. And Elliot Russell's going to pick up Peter Kassa and utilize that near foot height advantage right there. But Kassa doesn't get phased too much by it. And there's the tag right back in to Matt Sigmon. And Peter Kassa here getting a little overzealous and goes right back after Elliot Russell as these two now are going to hook it up inside the center of the ring. Two men with a low center of gravity in Peter Kassa and Sigmon. As you see some nice mat wrestling on display right here. Sigmon again, former amateur wrestler. So both these men have a little bit of an amateur background. Side headlock takedown by Sigmon. There's a roll through 1-2. And a near fall for Peter Kassa. Both men back up to a vertical base here. Kassa's going to send him for a ride off the ropes. And the power of Sigmon going to drive that shoulder right into Peter Kassa and send him crashing to the mat. Remember, folks, if you want to join us right here at Johnny and June's in the AML Arena in Winston-Salem, North Carolina for our next television taping of AML Wrestling Live. Be sure to check out AMLWrestling.com. As look at the power right there of Peter Kassa as he dumps down Elliot Russell with that scoop slam and then takes him to the outside with that drop kick. Be sure to check out AMLWrestling.com. Tickets starting as low as $8. Looks like Peter Kassa is going to bring back Cauliflower Brown in as the Heatseekers once again slowing down the pace. Elliot Russell in there with Cauliflower Brown. I'll tell you what, the size or the lack of size of Nuclear Kassarole certainly doesn't deter them in any way. As Brown here, look at the monkey flip there off the ropes. As Elliot Russell might have got knocked back into the Smoky Mountains somewhere. That's where these two won those NWA United States Tag Team Championships. Going to send Brown for a ride. The reversal there by Cauliflower. And a beautiful hip lock takeover. Down goes Elliot Russell. And another monkey flip on its way. It's going to send Russell back into the Heatseekers corner. Here comes Sigmon by Cauliflower Brown. He's working right there. There's the drop toe hold. And just wrenching back there on the knee as Sigmon in a world of hurt in the Nuclear Kassarole corner. As Peter Kassa and Cauliflower Brown have really impressed the crowd here at the AML Arena thus far. And I'm sure all you fans watching at home all throughout the Mid-Atlantic. As Russell, he's going to reverse course here and send Peter Kassa head first right into that turnbuckle. The quick tag into Elliot Russell and the Heatseekers are going to work. Sigmon's going to send Kassa to the outside. Here comes Cauliflower Brown charging in, and he's going to get sent to the outside. And now the Heatseekers, for the first time in this match, have maintained control. But here comes Nuclear Kassarole right back into this one. Peter Kassa and Cauliflower Brown, they're not backing down at all. Going to send them both for a ride here. They both put on the brakes, but a double clothesline is going to send the Heatseekers to the outside, and Kassa and Brown are cooking right here in Johnny and June's. Cauliflower Brown here, looks like he's measuring him up, and he's going to send him feet first. Right down to the floor. Keep your eyes on Peter Kassa. Hands free, tope con hilo to the outside. He takes out the Heatseekers. Nuclear Kassarole has this crowd whipped into an absolute frenzy. This place has gone bananas.
Want to see AML Wrestling live for free? It's easy. Join the AML Wrestling Street Team today. All you got to do is go to AMLWrestling.com and apply right here. Got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? Your posts can earn you free tickets and merch. Are you good at hanging flyers? We'll get you set up in no time. So join the AML Wrestling Street Team today, only at AMLWrestling.com.
Honesty, a value that seems lost in today's auto industry. At Beamer Tire and Auto Repair, we have built our reputation on providing honest and friendly service. With 2 ASE certified master technicians and industry-leading technology, the tire experts at Beamer are well equipped to service or repair any maker model on the road today. So, for all of your future automotive needs, be sure to stop by Beamer Tire and Auto Repair. We care because you can go anywhere.
I think AML Wrestling is so freaking awesome.
I love it because it's wrestling like wrestling used to be.
AML Wrestling is some of the best professional wrestling you will ever see in the entire world. Sports entertainment? No.
I love the great action, and I always love the matches.
Professional wrestling? Yes.
If you want to see the greatest wrestlers in the world, you come down here to Johnny and Gene's, the AML Arena, and you're going to see the best action in the world.
And I'm glad to have some real wrestling.
AML Nation, right here. Be a part of it.
As Elliot Russell here offering his hand as somewhat of an olive branch maybe. Trying to show a sign of mutual respect, but he's going to kick him in the gut. Cauliflower Brown wasn't going to fall for that, and he's going to send him down face first, and now Cauliflower Brown's going to lock in that chin lock. It looks like he's trying to zap out the power of the big man, but he's back up to a vertical base here. Elliot Russell whipped into the corner. Brown charges in, and here comes the big monkey flip. As more double team on its way as Peter Kassa. Look at that innovative move. A senton variation. And he's only going to get a near fall. But bringing Elliot Russell back into the neutral corner. As Sigmon and Russell have had their hands full here. And these two have taken out the likes of Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express, John and Trey Williams, the Washington Bullets. There's another near fall. As they have run roughshod over every tag team that America's Most Liked Wrestling management has thrown in front of them. As they have certainly claimed the top of the throne as it relates to the tag team division here in AML. And Elliot Russell's going to drive him back first right to that turnbuckle as he catches him going for that monkey flip again. Well scouted by Russell. There's the tag into Sigmon. And once again, the Heatseekers have picked things back up. Irish whip reversal. Hard into the opposite buckle by Sigmon. If you want to see more action from AML, check out AMLWrestling.com and AML Wrestling on YouTube for online exclusive matches. We've got Legends matches, ladies matches, tag team matches, all that plus much, much more exclusive interviews, all on America'sMostLikedWrestling.com. As you see there, Elliot Russell and Sigmon utilizing the referee distraction to their advantage, the double team. And the Heatseekers have found a little bit of a groove right here this week in our main event. As Russell with that backbreaker. 1, 2. As Cauliflower Brown being neutralized here right in the center of the ring. Peter Kassa desperately trying to make the tag to his partner. As Russell's going to roll him over here. As he just tries to wear him down again with that waist lock. As here comes Sigmon to that exposed midsection. And the Heatseekers are going back on the advance. Sigmon, as we first saw him debut in singles competition, has picked things up in the tag team ranks as these two have really solidified themselves as the team to beat here in AML. And once again, using that ref distraction as he's forced to bring Peter Kassa back into his corner. Makes the blind tag there to Elliot Russell. And again, the Heatseekers utilizing their experience as a tag team to their advantage. Puts him down. 1, 2. And a near fall. As Cauliflower Brown desperately trying to get the tag into Peter Kassa, the fresh man in this matchup. We've seen some incredible moves thus far from Kassa. His athleticism is second to none. That hands-free tope con hilo, one of the top moves we've seen thus far in America's Most Liked Wrestling live history. And again, the Heatseekers here working over the midsection of Cauliflower Brown, doing some damage to his ribs. Picks him up, and again, with that suplex up and over. 1, 2. Doesn't hook the leg, and that might have cost Sigmon. And the way the Heatseekers are keeping this momentum, they could take it all the way to November 28th at the Benton Convention Center. Coming up, WrestleCade 2015. Saturday, November 28th at the Benton Convention Center right here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Get your tickets now, WrestleCade.com. 100 stars from the past, present, and future will be in attendance. And you got to think the Heatseekers will probably be making an appearance, especially if they can continue this momentum here at AML. Sends them for a ride, and the double back elbows Down goes Brown. Russell with the cover, and he's going to get 2.5. And now taunting Cauliflower Brown, certainly not showing him very much respect. Again, Peter Kassa here trying to rally Cauliflower Brown and the crowd here at the AML Arena. Saito suplex, beautifully done by Brown. He's got an opening here. Can he make that tag to Peter Kassa? He dumps Sigmon right on the back of his head, taking a page out of the Japanese playbook. And Sigmon's going to get the tag to Russell, but there's the tag to Peter Kassa. Kassa ducks underneath the clothesline, and he takes out Elliot Russell. Look at Peter Kassa now with a high knee. The fresh man is in here. This is an opportunity here for Nuclear Kassarole. Irish whip here, the double team. Look at the athleticism by Kassa. He flips out of it. He grabs him, double noggin knocker. Down goes the Heatseekers. He picks him up, fireman's carry position. Elliot Russell looks to be too large. And that forearm of Sigmon's gonna down Peter Kassa, but wait a minute. Brown's got him here. T-bone suplex, up and over. We've got a fury of offense right here. Down goes Cauliflower Brown. And we've got Peter Kassa in there with Elliot Russell. And Kassa's going to dump him on the back of his head with a belly-to-back suplex. 1, 2, and Elliot Russell puts his foot on the bottom ropes at 2 7/8. And folks, I thought that might have done it. Unbelievable move right there. As Peter Kassa and Elliot Russell here going back and forth right in the center of the ring. Cauliflower Brown and Sigmon on the outside. Russell's got him up here. Inside cradle. 1, 2. Oh, and Russell there uses that opening and sends Kassa head first into that middle turnbuckle. And now he's going to pick him up here. And a little Oklahoma stampede. Just puts him right down. And there's the headbutt from Sigmon, the heat-seeking missile. 1, 2, 3. And the Heatseekers win yet again here on AML Wrestling Live.
You guys are still tag champions after a hard-fought match. Still and always number 1 tag team in AML Wrestling. Interview over.
Folks, on behalf of America's Most Liked Wrestling, I'm Blake Chadwick. We'll see you next week on AML Wrestling Live.